Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Shopping with Elyse. We're going to be talking about one of our most popular products and a premium time capsule of ours today. It's going to be the 300-year DIY. So when I say 300-year DIY, I mean a 30-minute video message that you guys will film by yourselves on your iPhones, on your laptops, anything with a camera works. And it's going to be preserved for up to 300 years in our special library. We have climate controlled data vaults across the United States. We have 3, so they will be there as well. Now we'll talk a little bit more about the product. Just wanna make sure my camera is all good to go. And also, if you guys just joined, now is gonna be the perfect time. I'm going to show you a quick little product video to, again, tell you guys what we're talking about today. So 300-year DIY, let's hop into it. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you guys. Again, we're going to be talking about the 300-year DIY time capsule. Now, all of our products are built on unique technology, and they're made right here in the United States. We did design this product with sentimental people in mind, so it's an especially wonderful gift for any of your milestone events, whether you are turning 60 or 70 or even 80, retiring, graduating, or getting married. These are, wonderful gifts. It is our most popular time capsule, especially for gift giving. Now, with the 300-year DIY, what you'll do is film yourself for 30 minutes, and you could use our app as you film, or you can upload videos from your camera roll. And our app, by the way, works for Android, iOS, desktop, anything like that. Now, when you do think of this specific product, think of a 30-minute video message that lasts for your lifetime. It doesn't rot and it will not get lost. Again, these are just 30 minutes, so you can fill these 30 minutes with anything that you want to. It doesn't have to be a 30-minute interview of you talking about your life. It could be other things. It could be a house tour. It could be you capturing your family traditions, you going around your family and asking them questions and capturing, 5 minutes over here, 5 minutes over here. Anything that adds up to 30 minutes is really what we're looking for. And I will say, as someone who's done a time capsule, the iPhones actually have the best camera quality as opposed to maybe your desktop or an iPad camera, which I'm using right now. So you guys can just think about, ways that you want to utilize these 30 minutes. If you want to go through an old photo album with your family and talk about the stories behind those photos, I think that'd be a great idea too, if you don't want to be in front of the camera. But I want to reiterate, this is a time capsule, a digital time capsule. So all of our products are digital. When you order them, please don't think you're going to be getting, something to bury in the backyard. It's not that. It is a digital next generation time capsule. And I think that this is a way better way of creating time capsules, because we're able to catalog them, we're able to track them, register them, and make sure that they never get lost. Now, time capsules that we used to make, the physical ones, bury in the backyard, 80 to 90% of them were either lost, stolen about, or forgotten about. And then, the ones that did make it, you'd go and you'd open them up and, water, dirt got into them and they don't even have anything of value in there anymore. So I think the idea of making the time capsule was a lot of fun, but it wasn't executed properly. Hence why we are, doing this new innovative new take on it, making it digital so that you guys can enjoy them for up to 300 years. So of course this one is the longest amount of duration that we can offer our clients. 300 years is equivalent to 10 generations of your family. So when you do make a 30-minute video, it could be the style that we're doing right now, looking into the camera and talking about whatever you're going through, whatever you just accomplished, and also predictions. I think predictions are a really good way to make your time capsule. Predict what's going to happen in your own life, personally, what job you're gonna get, how many kids you'll have, if you get married, things like that. And then also let's talk about what's happening in the world and what the world will be like when you choose your opening date. Now, when you do create those 30 minutes, you can lock them up just like you would go outside and bury a time capsule. You close the time capsule that you make, you lock it up, and you choose an opening date. So a lot of clients always ask me, oh, can I add to it once I'm done with it? No, you make your 30 minutes and you lock it away and you cannot add to it anymore. Of course, that defeats the whole purpose, right? Time capsules, you wouldn't go outside, dig them up, add to it, and put it back in the ground. So think time capsule, guys, and it will make a lot more sense. Now, the best thing about this product is that you get 2 gigabytes of additional storage. And that means that you can save any kind of digital media that you want. It includes room for documents, for photos, for sound recordings, which can be music or maybe some voicemails, speeches, etc., anything that you want in that regard, and then also video uploads. So anything that's digital, you guys can put into those 2 gigabytes of digital assets, which I think is really important. Now, 2 gigabytes, it's not an astounding amount of space, but I want to reiterate as well, we're a time capsule and preservation company. We are not a file management company. We're not a Dropbox. We're not anything like that. So this isn't a place for you to just put all of your photos that you've ever taken, but it is a place for you to hand select the ones that are the most important to you and then put them in a really, the ultimate safe space that we're always going to be able to protect these files and make sure they don't fall apart, rot away, or become unusable as the years go on. So again, be very specific about what you want to put into these time capsules. Just like back in the day when we would make physical ones, we only had, a certain amount of space, so you'd have to be selective. You couldn't put absolutely everything in there, which is the same concept. But 2 gigabytes is more than enough, and it will really add another layer to your time capsule. So you'll have those 30 minutes, and then you'll also have that additional storage. Now, once you make your video and choose the media that you want to include, your time capsule will be cataloged on the blockchain, which is now optional, guys, because we work on Ethereum. So the price is always going up and down. We don't want to make you guys purchase that if you don't want to. So blockchain is optional. But they're all, cataloged on the WorldCat, which is amazing. The premium time capsules are able to be put onto the WorldCat, which is the world's largest library database. Now, the fact that Not Forgotten is a business and a library means that no matter what happens to us as a company, your videos, your photos, all of your family memories will be safe and secure in our library for as long as you want to put them in there for. Again, the longest time that you can is 300 years, which is 10 generations. So in 100 years from now, your great, whatever, will be able to meet you and learn more about you just by watching this 30-minute film. So if you look right now at your family history, I guarantee you have, a few names and a few blurry photos, but you don't understand really who these people are, what they were like, maybe what they sounded like, what they looked like. And video is able to give us that. We're able to learn a lot more about people and really go deeper into who they were as individuals. So instead of just having, a blurry photo that's faded and brown and the edges have curled up and a name and you don't really know who they are, you're going to have a stunning 30-minute film that's going to be as fresh as the day it's been filmed because of the way that we store it in our climate control data vaults, and it will just transform the way that you storytell in your family, the way that you save your history, and it's going to be a really amazing thing that you're going to want to be part of the Not Forgotten family, and we'll be able to bring life to your family tree, and I think it's a really cool concept that you guys are going to love. Now, I've showed you the product video. If you just joined, no worries. We're talking about time capsules. Yes, time capsules, not the ones you bury. They're very digital, guys. So this one is $159, and let's look at some of the special features of the 300-year DIY time capsule. I'm gonna set up my screen as well on this side so that we are all on the same page. Now, this special product features, obviously, like I said before, it is a time capsule, so it's 2 gifts in 1. It's obviously so much fun to put them together and to make them, but it's even more fun to actually open them up. So whether you are setting a time in the calendar in the future for special anniversaries or celebrations or reunions, this is a great way to incentivize everyone to get together and watch something meaningful to them. So I have clients that have made their time capsules and then they decide to open them on their 100th birthday. Knock on wood that they live to 100. I would love to see that happen, but even if for some reason they don't, their family is now all gathered together today and they're gonna watch that time capsule of their relative who's no longer there, but they can, you know, honor him. And it's a great way to build your legacy as well if you wanna leave something behind for the people that you love. And like I said before, all of our time capsules, it's a story told through video and digital media uploads. And it's, you know, it's your story. Every single person in the world has a story. So this is a very universally appealing product. And I can't think of one person that wouldn't enjoy this time capsule, because even if you don't want to be in front of the camera, you can just narrate something as you're, you know, showing pictures of your house, or you're showing your kitchen, or, you know, something that means something to you. Whether you're going out and taking a video of, you know, the football field that your dad taught you how to play on, or, you know, something special that other people might look and say, oh, it's just a football field, and they don't understand how much value, you know, you have, or how much value it has to you and your family. So a good example of this is kind of, you know, grandparents, when they collect things throughout their lives, they start making like these treasure boxes. And to you, when you go through them, it might look like a bunch of just old junk. But to them, it means so much, and there's so much sentimental value. So a really good way as well to capture a really incredible, unique story is to ask your grandparent or your parent or someone that you love to go through some of their things and to explain, you know, the importance of each item. You're gonna be so surprised at how many stories are behind that. And then as well as, you know, the day that they do pass away, you know what these items actually mean and why they were valuable, and you're not just gonna throw them out thinking they were junk. So it's a really good way to learn more about your family and to really spark these conversations and get to know them on a deeper level. I know that when we're all, you know, out and about living our lives, it's a very quick pace world, and we constantly lose that ability to, you know, talk to our elders about things like this, you know, stories, pieces of wisdom. Maybe they're giving you advice throughout your day, but you really want to talk to them, not just the small advice, but the big life lessons. And I think that this is the perfect time for them to sit down and reflect, so that, you know, when they're no longer here, you don't regret not having this beautiful video of them. And although 30 minutes, some people say 30 minutes is a long time, but I guarantee you when you do the 30 minutes, you're going to wish that you had an hour and a half, even more time, because it's going to be so comforting when these people who are no longer in your life, you know, you can hear their voice, you can see their smile, see their laugh, and it's going to be a really beautiful moment and a beautiful video that you will constantly revisit. Now, we have so many people at our company and our clients that have made time capsules, and they've seen the value of it. I know that even with me, you know, my Uncle Rick, he made a time capsule and he played instruments on it, and he talked about his time as in the Army and things like that. And now that he's no longer with us, he passed from cancer, we have this incredible video that means so much more now that we understand the value, right? So in the beginning, people were like, oh, why do I have to do a time capsule? And then when he passed away, they were like, oh, can I watch that video of Uncle Rick? So guys, this really applies to anyone. It doesn't just have to be someone who's getting married or having a baby. It could be anyone, because let's face it, we're living through crazy times. We're living through history. Now is as good of a time as any to make a time capsule. So if you're looking to really just go in 100% and do it the right way, I think purchasing the 300-year DIY time capsule is the way to do it. It's the best product in my opinion, because the DIY gives you complete creative flexibility if you want to do 10 minutes of self-reflection and then ask your mom and dad for like some tidbits and then fill it in with the rest of like your house and maybe a room tour, so that when you're older and you have, you know, grandkids, you can say, yeah, this is the room I lived in during, you know, the COVID pandemic, or this is where me and my dad did home renovations when we were in lockdown, or, you know, things like that. And I think that you're going to be so excited and happy and relieved that you did do something like that. It's going to really change the way that we tell our stories. And I'm super excited to be in a world where Not Forgotten videographers are out shooting stories and people are filming their own on their phone. And we are recording, you know, the best of our lives, because right now with our iPhones, the pictures, the videos, everything that we're taking, if we're not protecting it correctly, the digital files will just fall apart, just like an old photograph would go brown. You know, it's the same concept. Time impacts everything, and data rot is what happens when things start to stop working. So if you go and click a file and it just tries to, it opens up, but it's very glitchy and it's not working right, it's been infected by data rot. And the same thing goes for when you go to click a file and it says file corrupt. That means it's been infected by data rot. So whoever's watching, you guys might be doing your due diligence by storing all of your photos, your videos, anything important to you on a USB or a hard drive, and storing it away. But when the time comes to take out those USBs and those hard drives and plug them in, you might realize that everything you thought that was stored there isn't even, you know, working correctly or able to, you know, you're not able to open them and watch them and enjoy them. So it's a huge issue. It's inevitable. It's just the way the world is now. And I think that just being mindful about that and taking the time, like literally 30 minutes to film something that you will be super happy that you did. Out of everything that you know, all the photos and videos that you take this year, make your Not Forgotten time capsule, you know, be the one video that actually matters, the 30 minutes. If you lose everything else, at least you have this video, you know? So we want to be really selective about it. And it's interview style. So you can interview someone, interview yourself if you want to. We have templates for that depending on who you are. Obviously, we're not going to ask, you know, a military person the same questions as a pregnant woman, right? So there's a ton of different templates for any stage in your life. And if you don't want to do a template and you just want to sit there and do it organically, you can do that as well. A lot of people do Not Forgotten time capsules. And actually, while you guys are on, I would love to show you a little example of someone who has done one here at Not Forgotten in like the very beginning. And her name is Sheila.
So why I'm doing this, I think it's a great gift to give to my kids and their kids and, you know, their grandchildren, to be able to preserve a history of who we are and what we've done in our lives. You know, living away from our family makes it difficult to be able to share those moments, and so being able to capture those moments and capture a history of what we've done and what we've been, and share it with them is fascinating. Since they were born, I've kept memories of them. I've taken pictures of them, I've taken videos, and I've shared them with our family, which is, you know, far away from us. And some of those videos get lost, some of those videos are kept, but we never really have a good way of taking care of them and preserving them. And what a great gift to be able to do that. To have them see who we are, what we do in life, and even see what they do themselves in life, and how much they change and how much they evolve. And, you know, there's so many challenges ahead that it would be great for them to see themselves, you know, going through life and seeing how they actually evolve and change and become, you know, great human beings. So my grandmother turned 90 this year, and I try to put together this book of memories using her old photos and, you know, finding old pictures and old memories, but there was something missing. And, you know, the idea of being able to hear her voice telling us, you know, her stories, it's just fascinating. So I really want to do it. I want to do it because I think it's a gift for her, it's a gift for us, and for our children and their children, you know, to be able to keep that memory of who she is and who she was. And the same thing for my parents, you know, or their grandparents. I mean, I think everybody in our family should do it, to be honest. It's a great way of looking back and looking ahead as well. Now I see this as a great opportunity to do it, and I want to do it for her, but I also think I want to do it for me and for my husband and for my kids, so we can, you know, so we can share our lives and we can preserve our memories. What a great gift to have.
Okay guys, so that was actually Catalina, and she is one of our, you know, mothers at Not Forgotten who's used these time capsules to do beautiful time capsule videos of her children. And now she can, document them growing up. She can look back and have a stunning film of her child when they were much younger, and then compare and contrast and see how much they've grown and things like that. So this is a great video option for mothers as well, because it gives you that creative flexibility to film them doing whatever they do, whether they're playing soccer or playing an instrument, or at the the school play and things like that. You can incorporate some of the videos from those activities into your overall video. Remember, it's just 30 minutes of any type of video, so you guys can use that for anything that you want. Now, anytime you make a time capsule, it's mapped in a variety of different ways and, recorded. There's 3 basics that every time capsule has, but this one is premium. So it has 6 ways of mapping it so it never gets lost. So first, a physical copy of your video is actually stored in a high security facility. And number 2, your digital copy is stored in the cloud archives as a backup, of course. And number 3, a permanent genealogy record of you is created and bound to your time capsule. Your time capsule is mapped on the International Time Capsule Society Registry, and a public personalized library record of your time capsule will be created and linked to your time capsule, as well as a basic library record. Now, I guess it's really 7 ways of mapping it so it never gets lost because of the blockchain option as well, but that one is optional. Now, I know I just threw a lot at you guys, but number 1, a physical copy of your video is stored in a high security facility. It just means we have climate controlled data vaults all across the United States, and they will be, making sure that your video is there, that it's not rotting away from data rot, and also not falling victim to technology obsolescence. So obviously things are moving quickly with technology. You might get, a brand new iPhone, and then next year there's already a new one out, and it's starting to become ancient, and so there's an issue with that. But let's say that you and I walked through the Not Forgotten Climate Controlled Data Vault in Tennessee, and we looked at the walls and looked at all the technology we were using. I guarantee you it would be, high quality. It would be the technology that whatever we're using at that current age, it'll be compatible to whatever that most people are using at the time. So it would not be in the form of VHS tapes or CDs or DVDs. Like, we have progressed way past that, and we want to make sure that as a tech company, we are keeping up to date with how fast the world's moving. So that's that, as well as, storing everything that you guys want to store, including that extra storage, the 2 gigabytes. So when you do buy these time capsules on Amazon, you will be getting a luxury packaging to go with it, and it's all on archival paper. So please don't think when you purchase it on Amazon that you're going to be getting that metal tube and burying it in the ground. That's not what this is. It is a digital product, and the luxury packaging just adds to it by giving you an idea of what exactly this is. And also, if you want to gift it, busy day for me, getting a lot of calls. If you want to gift them, this is a must-have. So please buy them on Amazon, buy them on Amazon Prime, and then let's say that you are going to a birthday party and you want to gift someone a time capsule, and you show up with this time capsule, it'll look like this. Obviously, the envelope will be in much better condition than mine. I traveled to Michigan and it got smushed, so that's on me. But Amazon does a good job at getting you guys, a pristine, beautiful envelope, blue, with the gold lettering and logo. Then inside of the envelope is the brochure. Now, this is what you absolutely need when you buy a time capsule, when you're gifting it, and whatever, when you're doing it even for yourself. This is a great, great tool because we've spent a lot of time making sure that, everything you need to know, any question that you would ever have for me if we met in person would be answered in this book. So number 1, it breaks down who we are as a company, how our product works, the customer stories, ways to get inspired, privacy policy, frequently asked questions, and contact us. So, it's a great little book. And if you are technologically challenged, page 13 will be your best friend. It tells us exactly how, what we're doing on your end, or what you're doing on your end and what we're doing on our end. So you're, setting up your account, we're encoding it in storage and things like that. It breaks it down in a super easy way to understand. And then, this is a really helpful little tool, and it gives you an idea on why there's so much value to these time capsules and why people are doing them. For example, there's a lot of people doing their quotes. Heather is one of my favorites because it's very applicable to everyone. She says, "I have been researching my family tree for years and even made a book to leave to my kids. This tool will really help bring it to life beyond the vital records and faded photos. Obviously, you know, now that we have this exclusive technology, we're able to finally save and preserve video for a long time, just like how, you know, photography, we can save and preserve all these photos that we've taken in photo albums and things like that. This is just the next generation. It's that next level that we've kind of unlocked. And I'm really excited for you guys to make them and put whatever you want into them. It's a lot of opportunities to save your family history. Another quote, I find watching these stories very powerful. I only wish I had one of these for my own grandparents, but they are gone now. If you guys have older people in your family and you just love them and you really want to do these time capsules, now is the time. Don't wait another day. You're going to regret it if you can't do one. Additionally, if you are watching this and you're thinking, oh, Elyse, but I actually, you know, I have all these pictures and videos of my grandparents that passed away. Like, can I still do something with Not Forgotten? Yes, you can put them in a memory box, and that is an amazing, amazing thing because we recognize that not everyone will be able to film these. They might have already passed away, and you still want to safely secure all of their files, all of their documents, any memorabilia safe and secure in a library, and you want it to be archived, and we can still do that for you. So check out the memory box if you want to do that. It's $449, 20 gigabytes, and there's room for quite a bit of things. So you can do 7 to 10,000 like iPhone photos, or 20 hours of video, obviously a combination of both, and you can scan any journal entries, any letters, any family recipes, anything like that. Anything that is digital can be put into the time capsule, and don't think that just because your person isn't around anymore to be on the other side of the camera that they can't, you know, have their legacy built and not forgotten. So we have memory boxes as well. I always like to mention that. Now, you also get this really great tool. It is a family tree, and it's on archival paper, meaning that it will be around for a lot longer than regular paper. And you can fill out, oops, it's upside down. You can fill out you in the middle and then all of your family members. I think this is just like a no-brainer and a life hack because when you go to those family events, maybe you haven't seen these people in a while and you don't really know what they're into and what to get them. This is a gift that suits absolutely everyone because every single person has a story. You're basically gifting them, you know, themselves. So it's a huge compliment. They get to save, you know, all the things that they're thinking about and make this great video. So you're gifting them this huge experience. And this is the asset of contribution. There's a certificate of asset contribution. It basically means that you've made a time capsule. It certifies that you've created one. And that's been incorporated into the assets of the Digital Preservation Trust to care for, to make sure that your legacy is passed from generation to generation. Now on the bottom, you can view the records of the Not Forgotten Library, and it tells you exactly where to do that, and there's a link. Really helpful piece of paper. File it away, make sure that it's safe. And then also as well, this is the one for your will. So you put this into your will and your family knows that, you know, you've made a time capsule and this is where to find it. Super, super easy. And lastly, of course, because it is a gift either to yourself or to someone else, you get a gift card and you can redeem it at our website once you scratch it off. So this luxury packaging just makes everything a lot easier. I think that having the brochure is a must-have. You can leave it on your coffee table. You can see, you know, what people think. And you could talk to them about it. It's a great conversation starter. And then you have this wonderful, beautiful video. And I want to say as well that we are really experts in our field at archiving and things like that. We follow these standards set forth by the U.S. Library of Congress and the U.S. National Archives and Records Administration standards. So very high standards for archival. And when you guys make time capsules with us, rest assured that they will be there. Safe, secure, ready to be, you know, accessed whenever you want, for 300 years. Again, 300 years. The memory box, by the way, that I mentioned was 150 years. But this is a perfect, perfect product for sentimental people, history lovers. If you have anyone in your family that goes around and takes pictures and photos of anything and everything on family vacations, they're going to love this product. And it's designed to be, you know, obviously long lasting. It's for people who are very serious about their memories. So if that sounds like you, definitely buy one. We are on Amazon. I think this product is on Amazon Prime. And yeah, you can go ahead and buy that there. I will also just show you my screen so that you can understand exactly, you know, where to find everything, and as well as where to find your video when you're looking for it on the WorldCat, because again, it is on the WorldCat. Now let's look it up together. I will share my screen before I head off, and so you guys know exactly what we are working with. All right, here we are, and this is the Amazon page. I'm sure you guys are well aware, but I'll bring it up here because you can see the products. So obviously we're talking about the 300-year DIY time capsule today, and it's all here. This is, here it is. It's the only one that's not an Amazon Prime. Kind of weird. I'm going to figure that out. But here it is. And you can look at the product comparison chart to see if it's something that you'd want. But again, the 300-year DIY has, you know, literally everything except for hiring a pro because it's do-it-yourself. So it's preserved for 300 years, 30 minutes, 2 gigabytes of digital storage. You get your genealogy record. It's all linked to your family history. Includes the pedigree chart. It's mapped on the International Time Capsule Registry. You get a library record, basic library record, and a personalized library record, an optional blockchain record, and obviously delivered in the luxury gift folder if you order on Amazon right now. Now let me tell you what it means, because a lot of people say, what is the difference between a public and a basic library record? So let's go on to the WorldCat. The WorldCat's the world's largest library database, and it is home to more than 10,000 libraries worldwide. So we are actually on there because we're a digital special library. So all of my credentials, everything I'm saying is at the bottom of our Amazon storefront page to the right, I believe. But if you want to look up, for example, I will show you guys my grandma's because it's public. But this is the example for a personalized library record. So the only difference between a basic and a personalized library record is that one has a photo and one does not. Now, if your time capsule, you make it private, this is all that we can see. We can only just see this record. But if it's public, you can view it here. Now, when you view it here, you get the basic library record, and you also get like the entire item description, as well as the whole thing is transcribed and time-stamped. And the best part about this, when you scroll all the way down, is that there is a link to the short-term storage. Now you open it up, and this is where you'll see your video. So this is an example of the in-home concierge, which is when a videographer comes into your home and shoots it for you. But we are talking about the DIY 300-year DIY time capsule. So I'm just showing you guys as an example of this is where the video would be. It's not going to be the same video, but it could be if you're a pro yourself. Also, if you have like a tripod or something, this is a great tripod I got on Amazon, and it's like little, super easy. I just set it up wherever, and then if I were making a DIY time capsule, I would do it that way. But then you could see that she just talks about, look, you can do the same thing. So there's some B-roll in here, but if you guys want to, you know, talk about whatever you want and then show pictures and videos of people, that's a great idea. Here's me in my awkward middle school phase. It's super cute. But obviously she's taking some, you know, B-roll of these photos. And this is my grandma. And then another thing I want to say is that she's sitting in her family room. Really funny, I'm actually sitting in the exact same family room because I'm visiting her. But guys, be really specific about where you film your time capsules, because now, in, you know, 100 years from now, or like whatever, 50 years from now, hopefully I'm still around and kicking, I can show this to my kids or my grandkids, and in the background I could say, and that was your grandma, that was your great-great-grandma Linda's house in the background, and I could tell them more about it. So it adds a lot of context. It adds like the next layer to storytelling by putting her in a setting that means something. So be really thoughtful about how you spend these 30 minutes, because you'll be really happy that you did later on down the line. They do a little bit more B-roll in here, but point is, this is how simple it is to find. And on the top right, you'll see this little button here, and you can download the video and share it wherever you want, send it to whoever you want, and it's very, very simple. So the whole reason that we're doing it this way is to make it really accessible for everyone, to make their time capsule, and to also share it with their friends and family, because what is the point if you can't do that? We know how important memories are here at Not Forgotten, and the important memories, you know, we want them to last forever. We want them to be kept alive, passed down through generations. But time can be really unkind to CDs, to photographs, to videos. We know that, you know, photos go brown, videos can warp. This just happens over time. So for people who do cherish these memories and the stories that they tell, it's a very hard truth to swallow that, you know, these files might not actually work, but it means that we can come in and help, because Not Forgotten does have the ability to change this with, you know, our technology and the way that we archive all of your precious media. So now everyone can safeguard their cherished memories for centuries. Now, when you buy a time capsule like this, a premium time capsule, you are telling someone, that their story matters. You're turning time capsules really turn individual lives into the ultimate gift. So you are, giving them the ability to save their story and to create their legacy. And it's a really great idea if you are looking for a thoughtful, a long-lasting gift for a best friend or a family member. And $159 is what we're talking about today. That's everything that I have unboxed. And it delivers a timeless gift that blends, a really distinctly personal touch and a huge convenience because you're able to film it whenever you want, wherever you want on your smartphone. It's a DIY, so you can film half here, half later, and then just merge it all together and make sure that you get all 30 minutes. And that is the 300-year DIY time capsule. You can get it right now on Amazon, and it is a really great gift for any occasion that you have coming up, and also just maybe for yourself, so you can look back and learn from who you were and capture time, since time goes by so quickly, and you definitely want to look back. I know that I made my time capsule last year. It feels like it was just last month, and I just realized it was an entire year. So I definitely looked different, probably thought different things. It was in the middle of lockdown during a pandemic, so very historical video that I'll be able to show my grandkids, and it'll be really exciting to explain everything that we're living through right now and actually having a great video to showcase it. So before I let you guys go, I'm going to show you an Imagine video, which will hopefully, get your brain going about how you can use these videos and, imagine the ways that they can impact your life. Alright guys, so that was the 300-year DIY time capsule. Thank you so much for listening, joining in. As always, if you have any questions, comment below. You can email us at Elyse@not-forgotten.com. I would love to kind of help you out and make sure that, this is very easy for you, because once you get the hang of it, it's a really great product and it's a beautiful gift for someone that you love. So again, thanks so much. I hope you guys have a great